Welcome back. On RealCopStoriesVideos.com, over 360 cop stories. Please look them up. 3, 7, 8, 9 minutes content. There's all kinds. There's tasers through the testicles. There's prostitutes that jumped us. There's all kinds of stuff. There's gross alerts, 2 years of ice, a lot of gross stuff. So look them up. They're fun. They really are. In fact, we found out those are our most popular viewed videos are the gross ones, which makes sense. But anyway, in addition to that, over 200 question and answers. So if you want to ask me a question, email me at rsbcopstories@gmail.com. I'll answer your question directly and we'll put it on video. The question came down though, I can't send it back to the person because it's how do you turn recruits out of the academy? And we have, I don't know how many discs now, or episodes, we have 10, 12, a lot of them, covering all the aspects of training a recruit. Now this is my recruit, I get out right out of the academy. Friday graduated with the chief of police, pinning the badge on. Monday he's working with me and my partner, training officers. So pretty new. We've had him now for probably about a month and teaching him everything he needs to know. You can look up the videos of the A's and B's of learning. Academy teaches you what uniform to wear, which way the shirt is, and where you put the pocket and all that stuff. But nuts and bolts is out here in the street doing it for real. So now I'm going to cover foot pursuits. I just finished one foot pursuit, one of them, with many, with my tenured officer, another trained officer. Now I'm going to tell you what happened with this recruit. Okay, now we had an arrest, we had a little bit of a takedown on one of them, we had a stolen car, we had vehicle stops. We started doing all that, and remember, police work's police work. And I've always said that big time city officers, you know, walk around sometimes that they think they're hot stuff. It's all police work. It's all dangerous. Smaller towns do less than we do. We do it accelerated pace. That's the only difference. It's still dangerous. Any traffic stop's dangerous. Any family dispute's dangerous. Any calls in the dark alleys and unknown trouble calls where you have to get out and not sure what you got, dangerous. Whether it's in the ritzy part of town or whether it's in the ghetto or whether it's in the barrio, doesn't really matter. It's all dangerous. Just we do more of it because more people, more cops. So anyway, so this particular time I was driving, he was passenger, and we had to discuss, I had to keep telling him what we're going to do on a pursuit, foot pursuit. I told him, we ever get out, you need to chase him down, chase after him, and I promise you I will not leave your sight. I will watch you the whole time. I'm going to follow you in the car as long as I can, and then I'll jump out and help you. And of course he asked me, which is a good question, he says, why don't we just both get out? Okay. Most people have asked me that. Why don't you just both get out and run? Well, here's the thing. Depends. You never really know what you're chasing. There could be a 15-year-old, a 19-year-old, a 25-year-old, whatever. You're just chasing a suspect. You don't know what his background is. You don't know if he was a track star at high school and now he's 19 and he's still in good shape and can run all day long. You don't know if this guy's has a bad foot, a bad back, whether he can run 5, 10 feet and fall down. Who knows? So you have to look at the point of view from the officers. I told him, you chase him, I chase you in the car. I know in about 2.5 to 3 blocks, even at a good condition that he's in out of the academy, that you're going to start fading. And hopefully he'll start fading. Because adrenaline's pumping, you're running, and after a while that adrenaline is going to start going away. And reality sets in. Your workout, your physical physique and all the working out you've done, it kicks in to help you the last mile, so to speak. So based on that, if I can keep you inside in my car and race down the street next to you and watch him, I can watch you, I can watch him, and then when I see either you're losing ground or I feel it's long enough, I'm going to take action. I'm going to try to cut him off in that car, and then I'm going to get out and chase him. You get where I'm going at? He goes, yeah. Here's what you should do, okay? Depending on the situation. If you're close enough, just follow me in and we'll take him down. If you see we're kind of getting away, the car's right there. You jump in the car and take off after us. Normally, foot pursuit don't run that long. Normally, the crook gets caught within a few blocks, or he dives in somewhere. In other words, he buries himself in a backyard somewhere, and then you come around the corner, and you look, and I've seen that a lot. He turns the corner, you come around full speed, you look, and all of a sudden, there's nothing there. Usually it's at nighttime. I work mostly nights. What does that mean? That means he ducked in somewhere. You don't go running down the street. You start walking, and you listen. You listen for barking dogs. You listen for rustling of trees and bushes. You listen for, believe it or not, screaming women. Men too, but men don't scream that much. Women usually, I'm not being sexist, but you get more screams out of women than you do out of guys. Okay, that's the way it is. Unless you watch a science fiction movie, and all the guys scream when they get eaten by a dinosaur. But anyway, but that's what you listen for, okay? So it doesn't only go that long. So that's why him getting in the car and chasing me might not be a good option. So just you decide if you're close enough, just keep running. Remember now, you're going to be tired. Okay, you're the one that's sprinting. I'm the long one because I'm in the car. Okay. So every night we get in the car because remember he's new. Had to cover a bunch of things. And we're hitting out of the parking lot. I go, okay, remember again, foot pursuit. This is how we're gonna do it. Okay, fine. I'm relying on you because you got good legs. You're out of the academy. Okay, fine. Because I've had 7 years of burritos and carne asada and beans, and I'm starting to settle a little bit. I got the pear shape. Okay, so anyway, I got the Bartlett pear here. So anyway, one of the nights we're driving around and we see a car, and again, 99% of the time you light the car up, nothing happens. Okay, lit the car up. He's doing the right thing. He's running the plate. He's writing down the license number on a piece of paper. He's broadcasting. He said, we're going to light him up. I light him up. Are you ready? I'm ready. And we pull him over. Always tell him, are you ready? Every single time. Because every single time you stop a car, you think the worst, not the best. Okay, so car pulls over. We pull him over. We open our doors. And the guy jumps out of the car and he's running. Okay, go! And he was already going when I said go. Because he was already... What I taught him was, when I'm just starting to slow down, open the door and get out. So I'm still rolling. He was already out of the car and turning the corner of the car door when the guy jumped out and ran. So when I said go, I looked over. He was already past me, running down the sidewalk. And the crook's out here in the street, so he's running like this, and my partner's running like this. So I floor it and turn the wheel. When I floor it and take off, naturally the inertia closes this passenger door, which I didn't care if you closed anyway, because eventually I'm going to make it close. I've done this before. I come out from behind the car. I'll come out, see the door open, hit the brakes hard, hurts the hinges on the car, but I don't care. It's not my car, and I don't care about hinges. Or you guys have cars out there. Hit the brake real hard, the door hits the brake, comes back, and it slams shut, and off I go. Okay, I've done that before. A little trick. You don't want to go down the street with that door open, flapping, and then you're going to knock something, you're going to hit somebody on a car or something. So anyway, I've done that. Not this time, but that time. This time I accelerated. Door closed, I took off. Now I'm paralleling him. He's running. He's yelling, "Halt, police," the whole time. It's kind of dumb to the police. We have to say that. Lit him up with a police car. Uniform officer get out and chase you, and you have to tell him I'm the police. That's what defense counsels will say. He didn't know he was a policeman. Oh yeah, right, whatever. Okay. So he's running, yelling police. I'm right next to him. They're running. Here's my partner, and I'm paralleling him. I'm looking. I'm watching I'm watching my partner, watching him. Watching my partner, watching him. He's running, doing a really good job. He's running. Guy turns the corner. My partner turns the corner. I turn the corner. Okay. He's gone. Okay. The suspect is gone. I turn the corner. It's nighttime. Turn the corner. I don't see him. So my partner looks, and as he looks at me, I go like that, and I just go right by him, and I pull to the curb and get out. And he look at me, and I'm going like this. Because I don't think he ran across the street, because we would have seen him. So I'm pointing to the two houses. Okay, grab the microphone. We didn't have radios. I had to go back to the car, grab the microphone, give me a backup give me the street on the back, give me some people in the alley. Okay, so now he looks at me, and I go, "Here, Roger." And now I hear the helicopter coming, because they were coming initially. So he's looking around, and he's sharp. He didn't run into the bushes. He's looking for me. He's looking. Because we can't yell. We have no radio, so it all has to be hand signals. So I go like this. You and me, there. So he goes in front of me. I'm behind him, and now we're going to pick one side of this yard, and we hear the back. Police, hold it. Okay, so as we're running to the front, my partner makes a right turn and runs back to the other side. I turn also. And this is happening pretty fast. And sure enough, here comes that guy running full speed. What happened was he went in the back and saw the other police cars. Now he's running back towards the front. And we asked him later. I talked to him. He thought we were gone. He thought, because he didn't hear us. The other guys, you could hear him yelling, "Please hold it!" And so we just kind of did the quiet mode. And my partner learned that. Later on, he does it again. I'll show you what we did the next one. So my partner's running back to the front of the house. Here he comes, and what's he doing? He's looking back. He's looking back for the guys chasing him. Literally ran into my partner. Ran into him. He just puts his arm out, and the guy ran. He just kind of, what they call that, the clothesline. He clotheslined him, and down he goes. That's it. He went down, and he's a 25-year-old heroin addict, and he's down. He puts his knee on his back like he's supposed to. I run up. I grab his pants and his crotch. I like to grab the crotch because most guys know if somebody grabs that, your mind kind of goes away from fighting. Your mind goes into protecting your fellows. Okay, so I do that a lot. It worked very well. I learned that really new by another trained officer taught me that. I'm not hurting him. I'm just grabbing him. Let him know that if he wants to fight, he's going to lose something here. And those most guys that I know, everybody I know, not most guys, forget it, man. Don't hurt me. So we cuffed him. We're done. Get in the car. We're outside talking. The other uniformed wave at him. Thank you. They're gone. They just backed us up and they're doing other things. So I go, "What do you think?" He goes, "That was pretty good." And you can see he's going, "Yeah," because we went over here. You can see him using his mind to think of everything he did. We recapped it. I want him to recap because he needs to put that way back in the memory banks. So that's like a prime directive. There's a lot of prime directives back there, that you keep always on file. Everything else is gray, Like I tell him when they get out of the academy, it sounds corny, but I said, the only thing black and white out here is the police car. Everything's gray. Law, talk to people. Everything is gray. Everything's up for interpretation. Everything's up for how you see things. So, but some of this stuff is black and white. Never separate your partner. You come around the corner, he's not there. Well, stop, listen, because he could be hiding to jump you. Not just trying to get away. He could decide, I'm going to turn on this guy and assault the officer. That's the next thing that could happen. But he did the right thing. When he came around the corner, didn't see him. He moved away from the yards out into the curve to give him some space between the yards. Because what if the suspect's in there hiding? What if the suspect had a gun? Things like that. I'm getting along here. Suspect having a gun and you chase him and hide in the bushes. It's hard to address that without taking a risk, because we're police officers and we have to take the risk. So there's nothing to say that if he had a gun and hiding in the bushes that my recruit or me come around the corner, even with everything we're doing, everything correctly, he's standing there looking and we're giving his hand signals. Nothing could stop a suspect from hiding in the bushes, seeing us, and just start shooting at us. That's just the way it is. You have to hope, like I said before, way back in the videos, you hope he doesn't hit you the first or two shots. That's all you can do. Hope. Hope you identify where he's at, and then you eliminate the threat, because you have two of you and you're supposed to be better shots than him. So you have to, that's the risk you take, as being a police officer. No other job, even fighter pilots, unless they're in actual combat, take that kind of risk, because you don't know what's going to happen, the unknown. They could shoot at you. That's always why you want to stay as far away as you can until you get back up. Helicopter was coming over at the time. In fact, when he caught the guy, helicopter just got there and lit up the front yard. So it doesn't take long. Helicopters, they're up in the air all the time anyway. Just a matter of flight time from point A to point B, usually a minute, 2 minutes, and they're right over you, man. I mean, really. So we recapped it in the car before we took the suspect. Sergeant pulls up. Our sergeant gets out, asks how everything went. Came to me first, obviously, away from the recruit. I told him what I told you. Everything's fine. Excellent. Good job. Blah, blah. Is he hurt? No, go talk to him. So the sergeant goes in his job, looks in the window. Are you all right? Is everything okay? Just to make sure he's okay. That he can. That's his responsibility to make sure that we don't do anything to these guys that wasn't needed. In other words, they didn't fight us outright. We had to fight them back. He's happy. He gives us the booking approval to book him. We told him what we had, and we put it, so he leaves. So we're by ourselves. We have to, and was another unit that went to his car and sat on the car. Knew that we were going to come back. So the recruit recapped everything. I wanted to tell him what happened. Tell me what you think happened here. Tell me everything he did. So I want you to be thinking this. So he told me everything that I told you. Excellent. And I said, would you ever thought about going to that backyard even though I was coming around the corner? He goes, no, absolutely not. I said, why not? Because you get him thinking, because he's a recruit now. Remember, he's got a small memory bank right now that I'm building, my partner's building, the department's building that memory bank. Well, it's unsafe. Excellent. And what else? Well, we'd be separated. That's right. Don't get separated, do we? No. Very dangerous. Very good. Okay. If he gets away, he gets away. Okay. All we really have right now is a violator. Turns out he had a felony warrant for burglary or something, which is really ironic. But, you don't know that. That's after the fact. You take him in, you run him, and then you find out who he is. All we really have was a violator running from us. Okay. That's all we had. So you can't get overexcited over this stuff. You catch me, no, no big deal. We're going to get his car. We'll impound the car, and then either him or the owner will have to come and get it. Told you to call us. We'll go over there. If it's him, we'll arrest them. They always want to get their car back. Okay, that's their lifeblood. Okay, they really do. So anyway, so it was good. We got in the car. We drove back. He got in the back seat with the guy. We didn't have cages, so he's back there getting information. And now it's over. You don't sit there and I watch some of these cop shows, and they get back there and they interview the guy and they talk to him. And you shouldn't be doing this. I hope this is a wake up call. If I hear this wake up call one more time when they're talking to a convicted felon, I'm going to blow my brains out. Okay, they're not going to stop. They're in custody in jail. And you're going to tell them that you need to have a wake-up call and you should stop this thing? We're not psychiatrists. We're cops. Okay? Oh, my gosh. I know we're touchy-feely, but oh, my gosh. I don't say nothing to these guys. You know what I said to these guys? Put your hands behind your back. And that was before I even said you're under arrest. What? Well, I'm talking to them. Click. I'm done. Now I say you're under arrest. Why? I don't want to go in foot pursuit. Or you put your hand on your back, you're under arrest. Next thing you know, the fists are coming up. I saw it the other night. This is nuts. Okay? You don't have to tell them immediately. And so, so now it's over, so that's all I ever say to anyone. Put your hand behind your back. Click. What am I arrested for? No, I don't know yet. Just to mess with him. Or I used to say for a while. That's a good answer. And they'd literally be like, they didn't get that. It went right over their head. Get in the car. That's all I ever said to these guys. Get in the back seat. What's your name? Okay, fine. That's it. Eventually, I'll tell them on the way to the station or before I see a sergeant or whatever, hey, you're arrested for this and this and this. Well, what are they going to say? I did it. Please put me in jail. You or anybody in the court system the last 20 years ever go in front of a TV screen and say, yeah, I did it. I'm going to go take my penance. Everybody's innocent. Everybody. Trump too. Everybody. All of them. Hillary. Everybody's innocent. You did all this stuff. Just admit to it. Grow a sack or whatever and say you did it. Oh my gosh. So anyway, it's over. You don't beat the guy in the back seat. You just interview him and you go to the jail and you put him away. He's going to do it again next week. What's the big deal? Come on. Please, but I hear that one more time. I hope it's a wake-up call. I'm gonna literally, my wife's gonna hear me blow my brains out. I swear. Okay. So anyway, so I hope you enjoyed this. I got a little off track here at the end, but it's really weird. Okay. So anyway, we'll see you next time. Okay. Bye-bye.